Hello, welcome
Buddy,
back.
what's going on? It's been forever,
It's been a
forever.
long time.
I have braids, y'all. That's how long it's been.
Yes.
My poof is gone. My
Show it off,
braids
show it
are
off.
in.
I
This
love them.
this
I
is where
love
we're
them.
at. So, child, they getting on my skin. And you're
And
blonde.
yes, yes.
Massage
I
hair
love
is
it.
done.
I love it.
That's how long it's been, y'all. Changes. Changes. That's what David Bowie said. Turn and
Yep.
face the trend. Changes. Anyway, you guys, this is Collard Greens and Sushi podcast. She's
Yes.
Kelsey. I'm
And then
Melinda.
Melinda.
And
Yep.
we're
Welcome
here.
back. We're here.
We're
So,
back.
what is new? What is new in this world?
Girl, Lord. All right. Last time we left you, I think we were still in retrograde. You guys, retrograde kicked my ass this period. Like, I don't know
Mm-hmm.
about y'all. I know there's some people like, I don't believe in it. I believe in it. But I feel like anything you believe in, you'll put stake into it. But for me, this
Yeah.
past retrograde was a doozy. And it
Mm.
was, for me, anything having to do with transportation. I don't know what was going on. It was constantly like issues with the buses, missing buses driving by, issues with cars, issues with planes. Y'all, I end up getting scammed out of a car. He sold me a car talking about, it was good. It was a lemon, y'all. I had to sell the car for parts. It was a
So
mess. But
many, so
I'm
many
happy that
issues.
retrograde is over. So hopefully
Yay!
we'll be coming out of that, but we'll be circling back to transportation because there's a lot to talk about there. Um, but it was also my
Yeah.
birthday, y'all.
Happy
I'm
birthday!
45. I'm
Yay!
45.
Another
So
year around the sun.
yeah, so that was great. I had a beautiful birthday. Saw another year. Proud, like I said, proud 45-year-old woman. I am happy, blessed, loved. So much love from all the people who love me. So it was a
Yay!
birthday, So, but yeah, that's
What
great.
did you do? What did you do for your birthday?
Me and the kids went to Universal Studios. Literally on my birthday, we went to
Nice,
Universal Studios Hollywood.
nice.
That's always a good time. We literally stayed there all day long. Like the park was closed, and they was like, you ain't got to go home,
You
but
have
you
to
got to
leave.
get out of here. My grippers were gripping, y'all. Like my feet were done by the end of the night. They were like, "Yeah, you're 45, remember?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember." Um, but it was a good time. It was fun. Lots of jokes. Lots of smiles and laughing, and that's what life is supposed to be. So it's simple things. It's simple
That's
things.
nice. That's nice. That's good. Yeah, but the transportation that you were talking about,
Yeah.
that definitely, I think, has affected people all over. We on the news, there's been so many car accidents in Japan, like a lot of car accidents. I've seen them. You know, I actually saw like a whole tire fly off of a car. And I had never seen that in my life before. And it was an expensive G-Wagon. And it was just like bloop bloop. The tire just went bloop. It was like done for. And then just today on the news, they showed where like a Bentley in Tokyo had like ran into the side of the road, completely smashed. There's been car accidents here and there. So, but we have been kind of fortunate. We haven't had any airline issues here, but I know that's been something that's been going on back stateside like crazy.
Yeah, y'all. So again, I think I kind of talked about this a while ago. This is on my personal opinion. If you don't need to fly, folks, please don't fly right now. Especially in
Mm.
America. I get it. People have to work. People have places to go. I understand you paid for that vacation. You're looking forward to it. But honestly, if it's not really necessary, I hardly don't recommend traveling right now. I think there's a lot that needs to be reset right now when it comes to
Mm.
transportation. Sadly, today there was early this morning in LaGuardia, as some of you may know, there was yet another air travel incident involving Air Canada and a fire truck on descent, and sadly, both pilots are deceased. You know, 41 people were injured. Miraculously, a flight attendant who was in the front, and I know exactly where that positioning is on that plane. She was strapped in her jump seat. Um, she survived, ejected from the plane, and survived.
Wow.
When I say that's a miracle that this woman is alive.
Wow.
And really, all she
Yeah.
has, I think, a broken leg and some fractures, but she is alive. She's conscious. Um, and as someone who is a flight attendant, when we tell you to put your seatbelt on,
Mm-hmm.
when we tell y'all to put your seatbelt on, when we tell you to keep your seatbelt fastened until we're at the
Yeah.
gate, until we're parked, until it's safe, because that's the thing. People love taking that seatbelt off
They
as
do.
soon as the plane
They
lands.
do.
They love taking it
You
off.
can hear it too. It'd be like click, 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 click,
Yep.
and you look at the sign and it still says keep it fastened. You
Until
know.
you're
Yeah.
parked at that gate, until you have to almost. I'm like, I feel like the same thing with driving. If you're
Yeah.
driving
It's the same until the car is off.
home, and you
Yeah.
only got maybe like 2 blocks to go, you still gonna keep your seatbelt fastened until you're pulled, into your parking space or pulled on the side or wherever, and then
Yeah.
you take the seatbelt off. It's literally the same thing with the plane, folks. Like, we're not saying it to be annoying or
Mm-hmm.
nagging. We're literally saying it straight to be safe. Like, when we say it all the time, it's like our first priority is not your drink service. It's not
Right.
coming through with sandwiches. It's not adjusting the temperature. Our number one priority at the end of the day is your safety. It's your safety.
Yeah.
So
That's very
that,
true. I think that's something that I definitely have seen a lot of people kind of disregard. And as someone that does travel a lot, it is something I definitely pay attention to when I'm on the plane. Like, I check where my nearest exit is. When I was a kid, my mom used to like count the steps. I don't know what that was about, but she used to count like how many steps. I guess
how far it was.
maybe, yeah, how far it was. And then, we always had to, I remember we always had to read the booklet. Now they don't always have a booklet. They'll have it on the video screen that
Yeah,
tells you, but sometimes they still have a booklet. But she used to
right,
make us read the booklet, find out where your exits are, find out this. And then we had to listen to the whole spiel, like you could not be looking down or, well, we didn't have smartphones back then either, but you
right,
couldn't be looking away. You had to have your eyes on the person as they were, doing all
right.
the steps and telling you the cross and this. So
Yep.
I still do that to this day, but I have noticed many people just disregard, get up, jump up as soon as, the plane lands. They didn't even say, you could get up, but people just getting up.
Just get
Or
up.
or the other thing is when they do call for turbulence or they call for, like you to go back to your seat, people will be very slow to do that.
Yeah.
And I've seen that, and it's not that they're physically unable to move that fast. It's just like they just like I'm gonna take my time, la 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 la. And you're like, no, if the aircraft, attendant, if the flight crew is buckled in, why are you walking around?
I
But
say,
who am I?
like, they'll be going to the bathroom, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah,
you know, I've definitely told people, like, especially if we're going through turbulence, I've had people ask me, "Oh, can I get some water?" I'm like, I can't help you right now. I'm like, I'm buckled in, I'm seated. Once the turbulence is over, I'm more
yeah,
than happy to get you something to drink. But right now, no, I'm not doing it, because that's the thing. I feel like, um, some people think, like, your flight attendant is supposed to, they have this image about, flight crew, that, like, it's 1960 and we're smoking in the cabin and we're serving you.
yeah, yeah. Like you can do just
But,
whatever. Yeah,
right. But even then, they would still say, we're going to do service. You need to be seated. There was still
Mhm.
as much as you have that golden era of flying, there was still respect, with the flight attendants. People respected a
Yeah.
flight attendant and what they do. They don't respect us. They really don't. They don't respect us. Apparently, everybody is an expert. I can't tell you how many times somebody says, I fly almost as much as you do. No, you don't. Shut up. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you did, I would see your name every week when I come into work, and I don't. I don't. You fly often, but you don't fly nearly as much as I do. You don't. Let's just stop. Stop. The ones
That's
who,
wild.
and the thing is, the ones who do fly as much as I do, they don't need to say it. They don't tell
Right.
they they're
Because you
sitting
saw them
there
last week, because
because
they
they're
know.
exhausted and flying. They're tired. They're
Mhm.
like, I'm taking a nap. I'll
Yeah.
have my one
Yeah.
cocktail. I've got my book. Those are the people who I know travel as much as I do. But yeah, it's interesting. But again, um, that Air Canada flight, my heart goes out to those two pilots who are passed. It goes out to their families because that's somebody's brother, husband, child, gone instantly, just like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
um,
That's so true. And I think even more so it just coincides with the whole TSA issue that is happening right now, where these people haven't been paid for, I think, their third paycheck,
yeah,
which is going to be hard for a lot of people no matter how much money you have saved.
right,
If after not getting the third paycheck, especially in this economy, I imagine you would run through those savings quite quickly, especially if you have kids or people that you're taking care of.
right,
And it just, you can't really expect people to show up to work when they're not getting paid for it.
right. I mean, even
It's
being
just, it's
single,
frustrating.
yeah, even
Yeah.
being single.
Oh yeah. Even if you're single,
People can't afford groceries. Gas
right.
is steadily getting higher and higher and higher every day. Me and Yui were literally looking at the bus stop is right by a gas station. We were literally looking at the man changing the number to go up
Oh wow.
this morning.
Wow.
I was like, wow, literally the prices are literally going up right in
Yeah.
front of our eyes. It's like people can't afford to not get a check. And that's the thing. There's a
Especially, yeah, like you said, they have to
right
pay to go to work. They have to find a way to get there, so they have to
get
pay for the
there.
gas to get
So
there.
I'm just
And
like
then, yeah,
and that's another reason why for me I'm like, if you really don't have to be on an airplane, please don't go. Because it's a
yeah,
slap in the face for these people who are still there, the people who still choose to be there and who
to
still
be
choose
there.
to
Yeah, yeah.
work,
I
you know.
did see something where people were saying like you can buy them gift cards for
Right.
gas or for like Amazon or stuff, and I'm like, this is such a sad episode in in this season of America that we're watching, that we're, having to resort to this. And I always did believe in, like, should help people, but it's just sad to watch, um and knowing that they could be funded. There's so many things that
Yeah,
could be done, but it's not being done. And it's just, it's frustrating to watch even from afar. Even,
yeah,
like I said, we have our own issues here in Japan, but to watch it is frustrating, because those are people that keep us safe at the end of the day. And I know that, a lot of people have the image of, the kids are saying, when you go through, they just throw your bags through, or they're like, take your shoes
yeah.
off, take it out. But the kids don't have to take their
And
shoes off, which I learned
shoes
later.
on. Well, now I
Put
think
your
you
kids
can.
keep the shoes on,
Yeah,
like.
yeah. I think they changed it, but yeah, they got the image.
But I mean,
One
they're
line,
doing the
take
same
the
thing.
bags out. One electronic. You need to take the depending on where y'all at. But you know what? Sometimes y'all need to get yelled at. Like depending on where you flying
Yeah,
at.
yeah, no, no, really, because some
Some,
people don't listen.
some of
And the
y'all
thing
need to
is, like,
get yelled.
when we talk about jail. But the thing is, it does maybe sound like you're lining up for jail or something. But at the end of the day, they've said this like so many times. It's like when you repeat yourself to someone so many times, you get tired of you. If how many times I have to say, pick this up, put that away, don't do that. You get tired of saying it. So I kind of understand. So to me, it's comical in a sense. And when I do get there, I'm like, oh, I'm home, America. Like I'm back. And those people do deserve to be treated with respect because they're keeping people safe. I remember September 11th vividly. A lot of people that I've encountered weren't even born then, or
That
they don't even know. It's just something they read about in
I
like
was gonna say there's a
a book.
mall they don't or they
Yeah,
refuse
they
to walk
don't know.
like
And yeah,
I
we remember like when
yeah,
air travel stopped, when it was
that
not
part.
going, everything was closed.
That part.
So,
Right in College Park,
um,
y'all. I was right in College Park. Right in College Park when it
yes,
happened.
I
My
remember I was
bartender
at the
at the
front
time
desk.
woke
I
me
was
up and
working
like, yo, you gotta
from
come
my
see this.
university dorm. And I remember people were coming in crying, and I just thought they were crazy because that person, she cried a lot anyways. She was always
Yeah,
breaking up with someone, so I thought she broke
right.
up with him again. But no, we went in
Yeah,
the lounge and we saw the second one, and it's like you people remember where they were. And so for me, it isn't a problem to follow the rules. I don't get upset, when they ask me to do something, when they ask to check something.
right.
Sure, check whatever. I'll take whatever off, open
Yeah.
whatever up you need to look at. It doesn't bother me at all. But it is frustrating that they're not getting paid. And then like I was saying that I had heard that the September 11th security fee was supposed to partially fund them, but it's actually going to the deficit. And it's been going to
And
the deficit
uh,
since 2014, which is crazy.
that's crazy. This is a fact that Kelsey is talking about. This isn't her
It's
opinion.
wild.
This isn't a
Yeah,
conspiracy.
no.
This is actual fact. So for those of you who
So
are
they're
like,
not
I didn't
getting,
know, look it up. Look it up.
yeah, yeah, no.
The fact.
So it's just a little sad. I still want to say positive and think that
Yeah.
like things will change, because there are just too many people that are frustrated with how things are going. And I do think that things will change, but vote,
That part. That part.
vote.
That part.
And that is something that I see people not doing, not just in the States, but also here in Japan.
I was
A
gonna
lot of young
say,
people
like,
don't vote. They don't get out and vote. They're not interested. They don't feel like their vote will make a choice. And I can't vote here, but if I could, ooh, if I could, I would be out campaigning for people if I could, but I can't
wow.
because I'm not a
Well,
citizen
I
here.
mean, you
So
can still
yeah.
campaign though, right? You can still
No, no, I can't
no.
because as an American, like we're not, and because of my job, we're not allowed to do anything like campaigning. But I do put my name down when they have I guess like causes that they ask for people to sign, like petitions
Yeah,
kind of.
petitions.
There
Yeah,
was one recently that I did sign at a train station. It was for higher um, sentences for people who children. And that's something I'm very passionate about. Like,
yeah.
you need to go to jail for the rest of your life, forever.
Ever, Barry, you under the jail? Under the jail?
Yes, yes. So
Not even
so
in.
when they
Under.
explained it to me, because the person was saying that the sentence, and I don't know if it was this person's family member, I didn't ask, but they were
Yeah.
very passionate in explaining it, about the person only got like 3 year sentence, and this person that they abused, that they their victim essentially was a school age child,
Mm,
elementary school age child that has to
mm.
deal with that for the rest of their life in addition to their parents. No, you need to have longer sentences. 3 years is
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. I agree.
They give out longer visas. They give out longer visas to people in
That
Japan
part.
in three
That
years.
part.
So three
That
years
part.
is
Wow.
nothing, my man. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
know you can't like work on a campaign. That's wild.
no, and you can for your countries. Like if I want to join the Democrats abroad, I could do that, or
But
Republicans
you
abroad.
can't.
But no.
Wow. I
Yeah,
didn't
no.
know that.
No,
Does that
so
apply? So
I don't think it's a law for Japan per se, but just for my job and also for like you know, not wanting to cause any trouble with my employment, I couldn't do that. But like I said, causes and stuff like that, you can definitely, be passionate for that and
okay,
support in a petition or,
right.
like if someone has a GoFundMe or something like
Sure,
that, you
let
could
me
do
come
that.
to campaign. You tell me who the candidate is, girl. Give me a little background. I'm gonna go out there with my son and be like, "Guy jeans for whoever. This the one. Vote for this one." Messiah be out there
You know, it
fire,
is,
doing a
but I
little
do stay
song.
abreast. I do stay, on top of it. And speaking, yeah, just if you just watch the stuff in politics, because people only see the pretty side of Japan, I think what's
Right,
on social media, there
right.
is a lot of stuff that you're like, I can't believe these people said this. I can't believe they thought
Right.
this. I
And
can't
but you
believe
know
they,
what? We've talked about that where speaking of retrograde, you guys, not to backtrack, but me and the kids obviously we were supposed to be in Japan, didn't make it to
yeah,
Japan because travel was crazy, couldn't get on a flight to Japan, so we had to stay here. But
yeah,
I feel like people have to separate being a tourist and living there. Like people will go and visit for a week and be like, "Oh my gosh, I want to live in Japan." Ooh, but let me tell you, living there and
right.
visiting
It's
there
very
are two
different.
completely
Yes.
different things.
So,
And just because you going balls to the wall with your credit card and you're hitting all the Instagram spots and you're taking the beautiful pictures and oh my goodness, cherry blossoms and the temple and oh I did tea ceremony and oh my gosh, arigatou gozaimasu. You know, you're doing all of that. It's not the same thing when you live
it's
there.
not.
And that's
It's
enough.
not.
Like it's not the same thing when you live there. And for those
Mhm.
of you who do go and visit, please understand that you do actually have people from your home country who live there. Don't go
Yeah.
there acting a fool. Don't go there being disrespectful. Because guess what? Because you get to hop
It
back on a plane
reflects
and go
on,
back
yeah.
home, they're still there. So
Yeah, it does reflect on the
that's
people
one
that
of
are
my
residents.
biggest gripes with I think social media because I was blaming y'all. I was blaming social media the whole time that we couldn't get on couldn't get a flight because I was like, why the hell is everybody going to Japan? Why y'all want to go to Japan? I was like, y'all never wanted to go to Japan when I was there. Y'all thought I was crazy.
Yes.
Why do you want to go to
Right.
Japan? Oh my god, why do you want to go there? Not everybody, they're like my matcha. Now it's cute. It's trendy. Y'all all
But
want
you
to
remember
go.
back in the day when we first got here,
Girl,
you saw another person of color, of any color. You were like,
any
who
color.
are they?
Shoot,
Let
even
me
I
talk to them,
shoot, I would be like that with white people. I'm like, oh my god, a white man.
Yeah.
Like literally, oh my god, wow. That's how
Yeah, yeah,
rare it
exactly.
was. Now
It
you
was
now
so
you're
it was so rare.
all over the place and won't go away. Y'all
Yeah.
like cockroaches now. Gee whiz. Not calling y'all cockroach, but I'm just saying. Y'all just won't go
It
away.
was
I get
so,
it.
yeah, it was so rare. It was so,
Yeah,
I
I get it.
remember when
You
I
wanna see the
first
world,
saw,
but gee
right,
whiz,
right.
like there
When I
are other
first saw
places.
other foreigners and I was
Yes,
like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy." Like, "Oh my god,
I
I'm so
know.
happy to see another where and my dumb butt, I was like, "Where in the States are you from?" And they're like, "Guten Tag," like they're German. They don't even know what
Right,
I'm saying.
right,
But I was so
right.
happy. I was just thinking they
Same.
were American.
I used to be
It's
the
so
same
different
way.
now. You see them everywhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, people definitely do have to make a conscious effort to not like make a bad image for
Girl, I
people
want
in
them to go
general.
away. I'm like, gee whiz, go away. Y'all making it hard for my children. My children are actually Japanese. Y'all are not Japanese. Y'all making it hard for my little blazing babies. Go away. There's other places in the world for you to see. That's one
Well, I
country.
think when they go there, then people will probably say go away from there as well. You know.
I hope so. I'm like, I need to go somewhere else. Gosh, why won't y'all go somewhere else? Go somewhere else. Y'all getting on my nerves. That's
It
horrible.
is very,
I
very crowded.
forgive me because I'm acting like that's
It's
my
okay.
country. That ain't my country. I ain't, I ain't no loyalty.
You can come and
Sorry.
campaign on
I'm
it.
just
I'm,
I'm
you can
I'm
join the
fighting for
like
my
Sanseito.
kids, y'all. I'm fighting for my
You can
children.
you can
What
come and
else?
join the Sanseito party to get rid of the foreigners. You can
Yes,
be campaigning on behalf of
I'm a
them.
girl. Get out. Get out. Not me, but y'all. Again, not
No,
me,
but yeah,
but
jokes
y'all.
aside though, like
Get out.
definitely respecting places for
Yeah,
sure is really
yeah.
important no matter where you travel to.
That part. That
Um
part.
so just gotta hope that it gets better, I guess, you know. But yeah, like I said,
Uh,
please
I
vote.
hope so. I hope so.
And
That's
if
all you can do.
you
Hope. That's all you
yeah,
can do is hope. Worry about the things you can
can
control.
control.
Leave
Yeah.
stuff you can't control alone. That was me today because I was very angry today. I was very, very, I was
Why?
very, was very. I had a very angry morning. I had to cuss a few people out on social media and block them because I was just so angry.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was just very angry about um not just the state of my country but the state of transportation because again I work in
Hmm.
transportation.
Right,
So
right.
I understand where the standards were when I started almost 12 years ago and where the standards are now. And it's
It's
very
very different.
frustrating because sadly, I can't control those standards. I can't do anything. I
Yeah.
do what I can do. Like Kelsey was saying, I vote, I do whatever I can do as far as safety goes for my own self, for my own passengers and whatnot. But that's not every flight. I can't work every flight. I can't, vote for everything. I can't vote out of state. I can't, so yeah, it was a very frustrating morning for me, y'all. It was very frustrating, very heartbreaking for me. Um, because things can be avoided and they're not being avoided. And it's very, very frustrating right now.
Yeah.
But again, like, we're saying you got to focus on what you can control. And at the end of the day, it's out of my hands. It's out of my hands. So I just have to pray about it, leave it with God, and go on about my business, y'all. So
Yeah, yeah. It is, stuff that you can control, I guess. And at in the same token, you definitely probably have to close the comments and like
yeah,
refresh, find something that makes you happy.
yeah.
Punch got a little girlfriend and I'll be
Punch
watching his
did get a
video. Punch has a
girlfriend.
girlfriend and I just watch his videos, the monkey punch over here.
Yeah.
I'll watch that. I'll watch the Chinese biker videos, whatever, my kids send me to make me laugh because it's easy to let those situations, but the people that perpetrate and also add to those
Right. Right.
situations
Right.
to escalate you, and they live in their best life in
Right.
their
Or
world
they're
of
or they're not
nonsensical.
living their best life, or they're living in their
Right.
trailer park miserable, and because they miserable,
That
they want
that
me to be
too.
miserable too.
They
So
want you to be
yeah,
miserable too.
the
Yes.
best thing is just you don't engage. I just say, be blocked and be blessed, and I go on
Be
about my
blocked and be.
business. Yeah, because that's y'all. That's one thing I will
I
do.
like that. Be blocked and be blessed.
Y'all, you come on my page. Those of you who follow me on, TikTok and follow me on, IG, y'all know. I'm quick to be like, I don't engage. I don't. Today I
Yeah.
did. I was like, oh, I shouldn't have did that. And I make sure after I did my first engagement, I said, up, block it. Just don't even just you said what you said and now they gone. But I'm
Yeah.
quick to
Yeah.
be like, you want to come crazy on my page? Block, report, block, harassment, block, report. I'm quick. I comment is gone, comment is deleted. Like, yeah, no, I don't play that. You know.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely don't engage. Don't engage at all. Well, okay, so let me ask you, what is the good news that we have had recently?
Yay!
We
The
saw a little bit earlier.
I was gonna say y'all saw earlier. Messiah cut his hair, y'all. So
I
my son
know.
has not had a haircut for 3.5 years now.
Yeah.
When we moved to California, his hair was short. It was like we were literally looking at pictures. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, your hair was super short. And he was like, yeah, I just got a haircut in April. I think the last haircut he got was April 2022. So yeah,
Oh
4 years.
wow. That's
Um,
for yeah.
so yeah, so he basically hadn't had a haircut in 4 years, y'all. Hair was down his back. It was long as hell. And we talked about it, and he had got to a point where he was just like, I'm ready to cut it. I'm ready for a change. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, yeah, get your hair cut. I was like, let's bleach
Let's
it.
do
What?
it.
Let's dye it. Come on. He was like, you sure? I was like, yeah, let's do it. Why not? You young, do it. And that's what happened. And it's a beautiful thing watching your kids grow, and
Yeah.
watching um make changes and not be afraid to make changes. Like that's a drastic change, like
Yeah, for
literally
sure, for sure.
to go from like he looked like he went into the, witness protection or something. Like he's a totally different person.
It's
Like,
definitely giving like
like
the 90s, early 90s vibes of
he does.
like Red Hot
He
Chili
he's
Peppers.
got that Sum
Um
41 look to him
yes,
now.
Sum 41, No Effects. It's
Definitely
definitely that. Yes.
like a freaking skater boy, very
Yes,
California.
yes,
Like
yes,
that's
yes.
literally
It's
what.
definitely giving that. Ooh, Delia's catalog.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
You
Oh my
remember?
God. I used to go in a circle knowing
Girl,
I wasn't gonna get nothing, but
knowing you would never buy it.
I'm like, oh my God, trick pants. Um, Trick pants.
Let me tell you. That's what it. But I love it. I love it. It's definitely giving people who know who if you know you know.
If you know,
Definitely giving those vibes to me.
yeah.
It's giving those vibes. And it's just Natsukashi. That's what we would say in Japanese. It makes me nostalgic for those times. It's really,
Yeah.
I like it. But I was shocked when Shore told me that Messiah cut his hair. I was like, no, he didn't. And then she showed me the video, and I was like, oh my god, because he had said he was going to do it before, but he didn't.
He was
So I thought,
in Japan. That's when he was
yeah,
supposed to get it done.
right.
Um, but I said it. I was like, you know what? We might not be in Japan. We gonna get this haircut.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Jonathan. Shout out to you, man. You did a great job. Beautiful cut. It was only $40. Thank you.
Nice,
Um,
nice,
that,
nice, nice.
so that's the barber. Now the question is, will he keep the haircut short? I personally don't think he will. I think he may end up changing the color. He may
Yeah, yeah. But that's something that I think you should do like you should experiment with anyways
when you're young,
while you
yeah.
can.
What?
Yeah.
When you're young, I say, I feel like if my job allowed me to, I would definitely have different
Yeah,
colors.
definitely. Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
so if you're able to, like, yeah, experiment with your look. Change is good, y'all. Change is
Mhm.
good. It's scary sometimes, but change is a good thing. It's a
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. I'm ready for him to get some leopard spots
I know,
or
something.
something going on, something different.
I think he's gonna end up doing a totally different color. It's gonna be bright. We've talked about it. It's
Mm.
bright now, but I think it's gonna be real. Like, oh, that's what we doing. Yeah, he's already said it'll be a primary color.
That's
But
dope.
yes, but
I
we've
love it.
talked
I love it.
about
I love it. I think
it.
that's awesome. Yay!
And
That's some positive news for
yeah,
sure, for sure. Do you think Yui will be next?
she wants highlights. She not highlights. She
Mm.
wants what is it when like you do your ends, like the
Oh, is it? It's not an inner color like underneath.
no,
No.
No,
Oh,
it's
I
not
don't know. Maybe
um
tips. Maybe they just call
oh,
it. They do
tips,
the tip of
tips,
the hair.
tips. Yes.
Tips. Yeah.
So she wants to do tips. Right now her tips are naturally blonde anyway, which is wild.
Mm.
So I think it'll make it a little easier, but she would like to do red. So I guess, since he did his, she wanna do hers. So I guess we're gonna do hers next. So there you go.
That's cool. Yeah, do the ends or the tips of it and
Yeah.
then bleach them and then make them. Yeah, I like that. I think that's such a cool thing that I do feel like kids here kind of miss out on unless you're in elementary school. You can't. And if you go to most junior high schools,
Okay.
don't allow you to have any hair color here.
Ooh, I
So
didn't know that.
yeah, there's actually I think Store was telling me someone that actually had to dye their hair black because they had it dyed before.
Oh,
Um, and then some really strict schools will like they used to have like I know the school I used to work at, they had the color swatch, like the fake I don't know what you call it. Yeah, color swatch, I guess the hair, and they would hold it up to kids' hair to see if it matched. Yes, and then they would tell the parents too. I mean, this is like 20 years ago though. So, and they still do this in some schools I've heard on the news, like in Tokyo and whatnot. But in Yokohama, at
oh
least
my God.
nobody's ever come up to
What if
my
you
kids
have
and said
like
that.
lighter hair? Like so
Yeah,
say
so
biracial. What do you do?
some
Yeah,
kids just naturally have lighter hair.
lighter
And
hair.
so that's something I have seen online where people will say like they asked my kid to dye their hair and I said no, this is their natural hair color. Like some parents will be adamant and then some parents will just be like, you know what, we just gonna dye it. Yeah. But in elementary school you could do whatever because when Shore was in elementary, she had an inner color. She had
Yeah.
inner color pink. And so
Mm,
you can kind of do whatever in elementary school. And when I see some kids walking to school, I've seen some of the elementary kids with like blonde hair and stuff. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. But
right.
I guess they want you to assimilate once you get to junior high.
Wow.
I guess that's the
That's wild.
process of it.
That's wild.
They have
That's
a lot of crazy stuff that, I'm just kind of like, I don't really understand the reasoning,
wow.
but okay, whatever. It's Japan, so it
Again,
is what it is.
this is an example, you guys, of you visiting and then you living here. So there you
Yeah.
go. It's not
Yeah,
all
very, very
roses
different.
and sunshine and matcha. Are you with
Yeah.
me?
You have me laughing with that matcha.
Girl, they be getting on my damn nerves with matcha. They think they tried matcha once. They think they the Japanese expert. Can't tell you nothing about the culture. Can't tell you nothing about the history. Don't know the difference between damn prefixtures. Like all they know is Tokyo, Osaka, and Kyoto. Can't tell you no other damn area. But they love Japan. I love Japan. Like, no, you love going on vacation. You love shopping.
Yeah.
You love eating. You don't love Japan. Shut up. Shut up. I'm
There is
you,
definitely that.
I'm
Yeah, that.
really fed up with the tourists. And I don't even live there. I don't even live
I think
there, y'all. And I'm just
the thing
fed
with
up.
me is like the Shibuya Scramble. I find that one to be weird because it's just a crosswalk. So, but I guess
Yeah.
people get really excited because so many people use it
Because so
every
many
day.
people use it. Because
But I think
again,
if you,
I blame
yeah,
social media. I blame
I
social
think that's it.
media. People go on social media and and don't let it be like the Australian guy who's like, I'm in Shibuya right now, and this is the largest, like, oh my gosh. Then they be like, oh my God, I gotta go there. No, you don't have to go there.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And people, I never took a picture there because I just never
did I
thought
take a
there was a
picture?
reason.
I don't think we ever took a picture.
No,
I definitely
you probably took
walked
it.
with
Hachiko. You probably took a picture at
yes.
Hachiko, maybe.
So
And I
I've
get
definitely
that.
taken a picture with the kids because I have that picture with the kids at Hachiko.
Yeah.
But Hachiko isn't as bad to me.
Yeah. No, and Hachiko has the whole story behind it, which is like,
Yeah.
if you haven't seen the movie with, I think it's Richard Gere. Oh,
Yeah.
Hachi. Oh my God, I cry every time. It just makes me so happy. So
The
the story
story.
behind the myth is like, it's pretty awesome. So I
I
kind of
think
get
it's true. You think
Hachiko.
it's a myth? I think it's
Some
true.
people said that she was just waiting to
Wait.
get the yakitori
Yeah.
skewers. That's the only reason why
I
she
mean,
kept
that's
going
fine.
back
I
there.
mean, she needs to eat. Like,
Like
feed
I want to
feed
believe
that
that she was
baby.
waiting for her master every day. she was
She was
faithfully waiting. But some people
because
were
he
like,
was
nah, she
feeding
was
her the
trying to get
damn
that meat.
yakitori. That's why. She
No,
knows. She was
I
like, I
think,
don't trust
well,
the
you
rest
mean,
of y'all.
maybe he was feeding it to her, but some people said there was like a yakitori stand near the
Stand,
station.
and she
So
would
we
go
don't
there
know.
and
But
eat.
I'm gonna roll with the storyline that I love, which is that she was patiently waiting for him to
Waiting
come
for her
home.
master to come and Hachi.
Yes, yes. Hachi. But I get that. I get doing that
Yeah,
totally. And there's some places that I get people wanting to take pictures. And as someone who lives here, I used to not get like when people would want to take a picture with Mount Fuji, but actually I feel like I take more pictures of Mount Fuji nowadays
that
than I
you
did when I
live there.
first.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, I'm like, especially if you get a good shot, you're like, wow. But where I live, I can actually look out the window and see Mount Fuji every day if it's clear.
right.
So I think you can also, the value of something isn't as big for someone who doesn't see it
Mm.
often. But there is some times where I've seen Mount Fuji, I'm like, she looking good. She's so
Good.
pretty.
Yep, yep. That's how I
She's so
feel
pretty.
about yeah, that's how I feel about sunsets on the beach. Like
Yes,
I can't
yes.
there's like not enough, like I have so many like videos, so many pictures, and it's like how many times can you go to Venice Beach and watch the sunset? Every
I think
day
not
if I
enough.
could.
Yeah,
I
not
would
enough. Not
literally
enough.
do it every freaking day.
Yeah,
And
you're
I
like,
live here, so I
it's
I
not
get
enough.
it. Like,
Yeah.
you do. You look at her and you be like, "Oh, Fuji-san."
Yeah, but I
Fuji-san.
get that because it's something that's really beautiful, and sunsets for sure hit hard. If it's a good sunset, it hits hard no matter
Oh,
where in the world you are.
oh,
It's like so I feel like I do have a lot of sunset pictures in
yeah,
my camera reel as
yeah.
well. But I don't understand sometimes, like people like the Family Mart photo, or it's a Family Mart. Um
I mean, so all right, Family Mart. So I don't take pictures of Family Mart, but I understand the love for Family Mart because I love Family Mart because Family Mart is my favorite convenience store. I know everybody be talking about
Really?
damn 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven.
I do love a 7-Eleven.
I know
7-Eleven goes
you
hard.
love 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven can kiss
I'm
my
loyal to
ass.
the end.
Yeah, can't stand 7-Eleven.
You
But
know what Family Mart can only do for me? Family
mm,
chicken and socks. That's all they could do for me. Is Family chicken and socks. That's it.
that's a lot though, girl. That's a lot. Because when that
That
chicken be
it is a lot.
when that,
It is a lot. I
that
just bought
girl, when that chicken be hitting, you take that bite and it just be
Yeah,
seasoned,
that's true. That
juicy.
is true.
Especially if you done had a hard day, you tired, or you real hungry, you bite into that thing. Yeah, you be like, "Ooh, I'm just
Or
4 a.m."
even after the night out, like now it's probably not, people don't go to Roppongi, but I know back in the day, like a night clubbing in Roppongi, and then you get that family chicky and you get your drink, whether it be your
Ooh,
strong zero or your chew high,
yeah,
whatever, and you pair it
you
together. Yeah, there's nothing that
girl.
really, really hits as hard. Yeah, so
Mm,
I get it. I get it.
girl. When I tell you, I would be thinking about my life, like reflecting on my choices.
The choices you made, the direction you're going.
I made. Literally, like, ooh, Lord, did I? Wow, I did. Chomp,
Yeah.
chomp, chomp, girl. Sip,
But
sip,
now
sip.
in these more mature years of
Yeah.
life, I look forward to the smoothie machine at
Uh,
7-Eleven. Get my
uh,
kale smoothie at 7-Eleven.
yeah, that's
Yes.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Well,
But I feel it. I feel it. I get exactly. So, I mean, people should definitely come and visit, but just like we said, be respectful.
be respectful. I mean, she wants y'all to come visit. I don't want y'all to come visit, but that's fine.
You said don't. You said
That's
don't.
fine because I don't live there. I don't get no say. I'm just again
Yeah.
for my kids, y'all. I'm speaking for them, and we say don't go. Get the hell out.
Don't go.
Get out. Like, anyway, Kelsey, what about you? What is your okazu?
Oh, my Okazu. So Shore's almost done with her first year of junior high.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know. It's crazy. I feel like the school year went by really quickly. So
Went
the
by
school
fast.
year, it ends in March, and then you start the new year a few weeks later in like the second week of April in
Right.
Japan. So you end March as one grade, you start April as the next grade.
Right.
And same thing, Coral, she's gonna be in second grade of elementary school.
Yeah.
And last night I was like, oh, no more Pika Pika Ichinense. And then she's like, how do you say not shiny second grader? Because Pika Pika means like shiny, brand new in Japanese. And I was like,
Yeah.
it don't really translate right. It don't translate right. So we're not
No.
gonna use that.
No.
She was like, is it a dark second grader? And I was like, no, we're not gonna
Not
be dark, you know.
Coral that sound just like you, but no. No,
But
girl.
yeah, just I feel like the year goes by, it went by really fast, and she came home with this really cute like journal thing with
Mm,
pictures, and they have, I'm not trying to show any of the kids' faces, but they had
right.
put like just different stuff from the school, messages, like a little makeshift yearbook. It's really cute.
Yeah.
And
You got
I was like,
memories. Yeah.
yes. And then you had the people sign it in the
Yeah.
back.
Aw.
It's so cute. It just
It
made me
is.
happy
It
to
is.
see that. So,
Cause your girls are growing up, girl. They growing up. You just said it yourself. It's like the years are so short. Them days are long as shit, y'all. But the years, oh god, the years
yes,
fly
they
by.
fly
Literally.
by.
My parents, when I tell y'all, that's my biggest thing. I be telling people like, take the pictures. I know you be like, but my
Yeah.
phone. I don't care. Take the pictures because
Yeah.
I promise you, like, I promise you, the days are so long, but them years, the years go by like this. You're gonna look up and your kids are gonna be gone. Like, please, please,
Yeah, definitely.
have
I
all
think
the
take the pictures and do the things,
yeah,
and go to the places, and
yeah.
as much as we talk about the economy, spend the money. I mean, like,
I know.
don't spend it all, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
do the experiences,
yeah. Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
because at the end of
Def-
the day, it's like it's all very short, and the
yeah,
last thing you can't take any of it with you when you leave. So
that
you don't
part.
want to be like shoulda, coulda, woulda. So just do it.
That
And
part.
there is something that my dad always says, is that when you leave here, all that you leave behind are like the memories and experiences that you
Mm,
had for others, you made for
yeah,
others. So that's basically, what people will remember, either what you
yeah,
did or what you didn't do,
yeah,
but those memories and experiences. And so at the end of the day, yeah, just, that's what you should be focused on, to be honest.
yeah.
So going to the Universal, going to the movies, going on the trips, going to the beach and the sunset, going to
Mm-hmm.
the Hachiko and taking
Mm-hmm.
pictures, all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Cause yeah, that's really all that is left behind at the end of the day.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen to that, y'all. And on that note, on that
Yes,
beautiful
let's wrap it up.
note,
Yeah.
y'all,
Until
we
next time.
until next time, we've made a memory today. So
Yes, yes, for
this one
sure. This has been
going in the
collard greens and
archive,
sushi
y'all. Yeah.
in the archive. Yes, so please definitely check us out next time. Like, follow, and share.
Yes.
Subscribe, and we will see ya.
See y'all next
Bye.
time.
See ya.
Bye. Stop going to